Inferno is possibly the most effectively cinematic of the Third Doctor's serials throughout that entire Pertwee run. We could nominate entries such as Frontier in Space or possibly even Planet of the Spiders, although I feel as though the location shooting or utilization of sets in certain cases during Inferno, there's a very decided effort to ensure that a certain earthbound apocalyptic event is really evoked. And I just think it's easier for the budget of the BBC to compose such an environment compared to the space opera setting of Frontier in Space, or the notion of wicked extraterrestrial spiders in Pertwee's final serial. The thing is, Inferno, I think, is possibly, I believe there has been talk that you can read about how Doctor Who was under threat of cancellation after the seventh season. I suspect maybe they did figure Inferno may have been the last gasp of the series entirely, and so they wanted to end it with I suppose, a literal bang. It's a serial which I feel justifies its 7-part length. It's the most fast-paced of the 3 7-parters, which take up 3/4 of season 7. I think it's possibly the most effectively directed of all of season 7. Spearhead from Space is very effectively composed visually, although Inferno there's a degree of visual diversity and also just a certain ambition and seriousness which goes beyond most of what we've seen from the series up to this point in time, and even afterward. Like, few Doctor Who serials have the resources to be as well directed as Inferno. Some of the early Baker era, during the Hinchcliffe era, looks very good. Genesis of the Dalek, Tongues of Wen Chiang, Seeds of Doom, Pyramids of Mars, some of those looked fantastic. Although something about Inferno's use of real-world locations and distorted, the reimagining of earthly settings to distill this alternate, hellish, almost like a mirror universe of Star Trek fame. I think it makes Inferno one of the most exciting and likable serials, as I said, of the entire Third Doctor's run, and really of the classic series entirely. I may slightly prefer the Ambassadors of Death due to the creepy, Neil-esque slow pace to it, although Inferno is, well, as you might imagine and hope, a blast.